to the Winking Skeever. Take a load off and enjoy the atmosphere.
You and me, we're the only people around who aren't complete fools. Ah, good to see you. Welcome to Solitude, home of the arts here in Skyrim. Always
Well,
good to see
I
a
do
fellow
suppose thanks are
bard.
in order. So, my thanks.
I suppose
Thanks.
things are in order. I suppose thanks are in order.
By the gods, the Emperor has been murdered on his own ship, moored in the inlet.
You won't get anything out of me, you filthy son of workers.
As if Skyrim didn't have enough outsiders. Now we got mercenaries from Hammerfell strutting about.
What do you need? Okay, just this once.
Ice. And with the storm cloaks, you and Pierce. Your dogs will never break my will. Never.
Only burglars and vampires creep around after dark. So which are you? I'm telling you, I heard it. Howling. Those werewolf tales are true.
My money's on the big
Give up, police lieutenant.
Fiddling with any locks around here, we're going to have a real problem.
Gems, potions, exotic ingredients. I'll have them all.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Beautiful baubles, gleaming gemstones.
Hello, friend. Good to see you again.
Azura's wisdom to you, friend.
Hello, friend.
I presume you're bothering me.
I've never seen Yol this upset about anything. The city really gets to her.
What in the name of oblivion are you... I don't have time for idle chit-chat. What is it?
I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of meat.
Vegetables as crisp as a winter's morning.
Buy some armor and live to tell about it.
Divine smile on you, friend.
Yes? Huh? Well, not really. Well, I was taking an evening walk like I always do, and I saw some men outside the Echo Deep Mine. The thing is, they looked like mercenaries, up to no good. Now, I've never seen them around here, and they look real tough. In addition, the Echo Deep Mines are not a place people go. There are myths about it. On my way back from my walk, I passed the mine entrance again. I heard all sorts of horrific noises. I reckon something happened to those men. Anyone going to those mines is up to no good. Now, I've asked the guard to take a look, but they just ignore me. I need someone to see what's happened. Would you go look for me? Please, if they're planning something, the city guard needs to know. Please, go check for me.
Fresh meats and produce. Get them before they're gone.
Buy some armor and live to tell about it.
Finally, thank you. I'll mark it down on your map. Just be careful. We still don't know what's in there.
Exotic ingredients. I'll have them all.
Jewelry, legendary Argonian craftsmanship. Vegetables as crisp as a winter's morning.
Never should have come here. Come on now.
you just came through that, then that would make you the traveler, wouldn't it? They who arrive through the Shimmering Gate mark the start of the worst. It's just a story, of course. I'm going to assume you're from Skyrim, and you somehow managed to get the portal working. My job would dictate that I arrest you right here and now. However, I'm in the middle of something important right now. If you give me a hand with it, afterwards you're free to go. I'm searching for a Nord named Matthias. He's the blacksmithing apprentice in the nearby town of Ember Creek. I assume that since he isn't in here, he's in the nearby cave. Unfortunately, I can also assume that that cave is full of bandits. I'll still have to report your arrival to my superiors, but if you assist me, I'll say you were cooperative and helpful. Oh, also, the switch to lower these bars is out here, and it looks like your portal thing has shut off, meaning I'm the only one who can let you out. All right, let me lower these bars for you. Let's get moving. I don't want to waste any more time. Found you! Not good enough!
Too new.
You shouldn't have come here.
Found you! You should have obeyed the law. Ha! Guess they ran off. You break it, you buy it, citizen.
Too soon.
Are you serious?
Some guard awaits.
You'll regret your actions, outlaw. Guess they ran off.
Matthias! Thank the divine. Get me out of here. The switch to open the cage is on the wall. I have important news for Agnes.
What is it? Are you alright?
The bandits, they're working for Ingvar. I overheard them talking. They're searching for something. That's why they kidnapped me.
What are they searching for? What could you possibly know?
They wanted to know about some key, and when they found I didn't know anything, they were enraged. They were deciding what to do with me when you two showed up. Thank the divines for that.
Agnar must know about this. I'll have our friend here tell him. You go home and get some rest.
Thank you for saving me. I'll see you in Ember Creek.
Go to Amber Creek to the southeast. I'd go but have a patrol to keep. And Matthias is rattled and needs to rest. Once you're there, find the Jarl Agnar in the main house. Tell him the bandits are working for Ingvar. It's imperative that he knows. He may also have a reward for you for delivering such important information. If you follow me, I'll unlock the gate for you.
How could this happen?
Welcome to Falskaar.
Traveler?
Rangar!
What? By the divines. Micaias? Is that you?
I was being held in Brittle Run Cave, but the guard and someone else found me and got me out.
Well, by all means, go inside. Have a drink and get some rest.
Actually, I think I'd like to stay out here and do some work with you. It'll be good for me.
Of course. Grab a hammer. It's great to have you back.
Thank you again for helping me out of that cave. If you need anything, just let me or Rangar know. I help Rangar around the forge. I'm his apprentice. He hasn't had any children to pass the knowledge on to. I feel honored that he's accepted me to learn everything he knows. I work hard every day to practice the craft. He really does know a lot. Falskaar is a complex land. We've had a lot of war and death. Things have been pretty dark the last few years, but I think we'll pull through. After all, Olaf led our people through the treachery when we first arrived here. I'm sure Agnar will do the same for us now. Last I knew, there was someone at the docks that still ran the boat between Skyrim and Falskaar. You should speak with them. Safe travels.
You'd want to invest in my smithing. You can trust that you'd be putting your money in good hands. I'll put this into more supplies and new tools. I promise you'll only see my craft improve further. May Talos bless you. Amber Creek is named after the small stream it was built next to. This stream was, at the time, full of a rich mineral called amber. However, over the years the amber was all mined out. The creek slowly expanded, and eventually became a large river, like it is today. That amber fueled the growth of the town. Since then, we have adapted to make gold through other means. For some, trade. For others, farming. Then there are those who make gold through craft, like me with my smithing. I think the only spare horse we have in town is Gabriel's. He doesn't use it anymore, so he may sell it to you. But I owe it all to my father. He taught me everything I know. His father taught him, and his father before, and so on. Our family has run this blacksmith since Amber Creek was founded. Though, I fear I have no child to pass my knowledge on to. And I never will. Not after what happened to my wife. But I do have Micaias. I don't think my father would mind that he isn't my son too much. It's about the knowledge, the craft, the skill. All that matters is that I teach someone. And one day, before I die, I'll craft my masterpiece. Just like my father did. It was taken from him. She was visiting Pineway when it was attacked. About 20 years back. She didn't make it. She was pregnant at the time. I've moved on, as she would have wanted me to. But I fear I'm too old to have kids now. Not that I could ever find another woman as beautiful and flawless as my Annalie. Yes. Many years ago, my father crafted the Jarl, Agnar's father, a great warhammer. Years later, when my father passed away, Agnar returned it to my family. We buried it with my father, in his honor. Any blacksmith should rest with the finest of his craft. But One day we found his grave dug up. The hammer was gone, stolen by someone. We had no evidence, but I know it was stolen by Garrett. His family was always jealous of mine. Last I heard, he was hiding out at the old Aspenfall Lodge, to the southeast in the Amber Hold. I haven't a clue if he's still there, but it's certainly worth a try. If you can find my father's hammer, I will be greatly appreciated. Definitely by boat. Fortunately, Wolf still runs one down at the docks. Speak to him if you are interested in passage to Skyrim. Alright, what is it you aim to know? Oh, there's nothing to that really. We were skilled blacksmiths, and they were not so skilled. They couldn't handle that fact, so they always held a grudge on us. They would try to stop us from doing our work. Steal supplies, tame patches of ore, things like that. But this is by far the most rotten thing Garen's done. Anything else? Probably because they haven't lived in town for a while now. They were always an unpleasant bunch, so nobody around here likes to remember them. He's pulled a stunt like this, so he's probably resorted to banditry or some other form of stealing to get along. If he were to disappear while you were looking for the hammer, I wouldn't exactly mind, if you catch my drift. Anything else? Very well. See ya.
Do you think we could do it?
Sure. We just have to take out the back wall and expand the fields to the south.
Getting more livestock would be great. Plus, Farina and Willard love playing with the ones we already have.
Then it's settled. We'll just have to save up for it. Hopefully this harvest goes well and we can make a good amount of coin.
Thanks to our crops, Amber Creek hasn't once had a famine. Might I ask a personal favor of you? It's rather personal, but you saved Machias, so I know I can trust you. Well, I recently obtained some information about where I was born. You see, I don't think that Canary is my real father. We are both Bosmer, but I think I was born in another village and brought here when it was burned down. Please, go to Pinevale. Try to find some evidence that I was born there. Just don't bring this up with Canary. It would just crush him if he knew I was looking into this. I still care for him very much as my father. I just have to know. I know it's a simple request, but it's very important and would mean a lot to me if you could help. Well, for starters, when I ask anyone about my mom, they avoid answering or change the subject. I figured that if my mom died when I was young, they would at least ramble on fondly about her, or something. Recently, I found a book that talked about the attack on Pinevale. It said that the merchant that found the town in ruins was given an infant. He took that infant here, to Amber Creek. I think I was that child. The dates line up more or less, and it would explain a lot. I just want to know. I'm not really sure. He's lied to me about this all my life. But he's also done so much for me. I'll confront him and finally get the truth. Then, I just don't know. You'd want to speak to Wolf down at the docks about that. He runs the only ship that still goes to Skyrim. Safe travels.
Do you need something? Yes, it is. And Kalevi helps me run it, of course. We grow vegetables and occasionally have some livestock, but we mainly focus on poultry. If I may say, they are the finest chickens in Falskaar. When they aren't randomly being slaughtered by vicious beasts in the dead of night, that is. Yes, but I don't know what. Every once in a while when I come outside in the morning, some of them are dead. More and more often recently. I looked into it for a while, even stayed up all night to keep watch, but I never saw anything. Neither did the guards when they kept an eye out. Whatever it is, it almost seems to know when we are watching the animals. I tell you what, if you want to wait outside during the night to see if you can catch it, I wouldn't object. Just try to do it in a timely manner. The loss of my poultry is costing me money, and I'd rather this was handled sooner than later. If you feel up to it, hide outside in the bushes around midnight and wait for the beast to strike. Then do not kill it. Follow it to its lair. I have no doubt that there will be more of whatever is attacking my chickens there. Once you find its lair, kill it and its kin. I'll pay you for your efforts. More so even if you can stop this soon. You're not supposed to be in here. It's time for you to leave.
two giants on the other.
It's very good, sweetie. One day you'll be just like Clara.
You really think so? Thanks, Dad.
Greetings! Oh, you think so, huh? How about you put some coin on it and we see what happens? Alright, friend, you're on. Fists only, no weapons or magic. Hands up. Let's do this. I'll take you down. Real fight, huh? So be it. Damn it! Hello to you.
You're the special one that came through that old gateway, aren't you? I bet Skyrim is amazing. I help Clara with the cooking. She's teaching me all sorts of things, and I'm getting better and better. You want me to teach you how to cook stuff? Even though I'm just a child? Wow, all this practice is finally paying off. The best part is that I made up most of the recipes on my own, so you won't find them anywhere else. We'll start with my specialty. I noticed that nobody ever uses bread in their stews, so I gave it a try. For this recipe, you'll need a nice piece of salmon, some salt, cabbage, and a great loaf of bread. Here's a list of ingredients in case you forget. Collect those and cook it, then bring some to me so I can try it and make sure you did it right. Oh, sure. Here's another list. I thought grown-ups were supposed to be responsible. Did you lose the list again? Alright, here's another one. Try not to lose it this time. Bye!
Good morning. Oh, a few things. Mainly talking with friends, or joining them in song and dance. I also enjoy taking walks along the Amber River. It's so relaxing. We even used to spend time at the hot springs upriver, though lately nobody has gone there much. Something is off. It feels so dreadful. Other than that, I sometimes read, though I also think cooking is fun, and I often give lessons to Varina. She's such an adorable little chef. She's getting pretty good, too. Recently, the springs have felt off. It's hard to explain. You go there and there is simply a feeling of dread or misery. It's usually so bad that you want nothing more than to leave and get away. It only started recently, but I haven't a clue what could be causing it. If you looked into it, I'd be in your debt. We all would. The springs are something this town has enjoyed for a long time, and it would be wonderful to be able to visit them once again. I'm afraid I don't know. I've never really been outside of Amber Creek much, and I don't even know if any ships still sail from Falskaar. Oddman says his cattle keep running off. A rather odd problem, if you ask me. Actually, my sister Neola manages that. She should be at the counter in the main hall. Talk to her and she'll set you up with a room. Safe travels!
Need a drink? Amber mead is the best in all of Falskaar, and it's our own special brew. Rumor has it the lighthouse is haunted. I say it's just stories made up to keep kids away from the old rotten stone. Bandits cover the land outside of town. A lot of caravans have gone missing, and a lot of people have lost gold because of it. Of course, it's yours for a day. Wolf runs a ship out of the docks south of Borvald. At least, I think he still does. I haven't heard anything about him in a while. Here, take a look at this. Some of the king's men came by and left this bounty letter. Try some of our amber mead. We brew it special right here at the inn. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
Good morning.
You'll be in here. Let me know if you need anything else.
A series of dashed hopes and dreams. I heard of a large ring of amber ore that Svea's store sold long ago that was lost. I need that ring, but I haven't a clue where it is. The trail has run dry, and I appear to be out of luck. If you're interested, you could find the ring and bring it back to me. Talk to Wolf at the docks. He may tell you something that he didn't tell me. Just that it was sold to a merchant many years ago and then lost. Ask Wolf at the docks. He may tell you something useful. And please, if you find it, bring it to me. That I need it, and it was in a ship that sunk. If only I knew where that ship was.
If you need any supplies, please let me know. Yes, Harold, I assume. He's looking for it, but it belongs to my family. He may want it, but if you find it, I'd very much like to buy it from you. The store hasn't done well lately. Nobody on Amber Creek has. I would really appreciate your help. Oh, thank you. I'll put this money to good use, I promise. Okay, ask whatever you like. No, if I had any idea, I would have searched for it long ago. The merchant vessel carrying it sank in a terrible storm. Anything else you want to ask? I'll share anything that might help you find the ring. It was the first of the amber ore that was extracted from the river when the town was founded. The blacksmith took it, and in honor of the town's success, crafted my family a great suit of armor with the ring attached to the back. Anything else you want to ask? I'll share anything that might help you find the ring. You can see the chess piece up on the wall there. It has been worn by my family in every battle we have ever fought in. It broke my father's heart when we had to sell the ring from it. It's not only a symbol of our family, but of our entire town. It would be great to have it back. Anything else you want to ask? I'll share anything that might help you find the ring. It was 15 years ago. I was a young girl then. But I remember that day. Amber Creek was having a hard time getting by. A merchant came through with a great wealth to spend. My father saw an opportunity and decided to sell the ring. He didn't want to, but he had no choice. He gave everyone in town some of that money and kept us all out of truly dark times. Anything else you want to ask? I'll share anything that might help you find the ring. I'm ready to buy it whenever you do.
You are older, my son. For now, just enjoy being young.
If you say so.
Do not fret, Wilhelm. You will grow up to be a great warrior. I am sure of it.
But only if I keep practicing. I'll go do that right now.
How do you do?
One day, I'm gonna be the best warrior in all of Falskaar. A dragon? No. But if I ever do, I'll fight him and show him how tough I am. I wish they were real. That'd be so cool. Bye!
Good morning. About 100 years after we first arrived in Falskaar, explorers figured out roughly where we were. It appears we are far to the northeast of Tamriel. However, we aren't sure how far. A great magic seems to surround this land, and a voyage to Tamriel takes far less time than we think it should. But nobody is certain why. The only thing we are certain of is that we are on Nern. Same stars, same moons. At least, this magic makes it appear that way. We have trade with Tamriel, and had ships run back and forth for hundreds of years. So they know about us, though we are certainly out of the way. I am curious as to how these mercenaries you speak of learned about the specific gate and the tools to activate it. We aren't even sure how it was done 700 years ago. This is certainly something I would like to look into sooner or later. The technology could provide useful for us, for all of Nern. And it would give Brother Thorlo something to do. What? What led him to believe that? Such a statement cannot be taken lightly. This is bad news. It could very well mean the start of another war. Thank you for bringing me this information. Please, accept this token of my appreciation. I hate to ask more of you. You have already saved one of my people, but I don't have much choice. Long ago, when there was war between my family and the Yunvaldirs, there was a group of monks that served as our wise men and court wizards. They have since retired to a simpler life, but their roots are still there. They may know what Ingvar is up to. Please, go to Balin Priory, to the southwest, and talk to Brother Thorlo. See if he knows anything.
Do you need something? What can I help you with? I'm sorry, but we don't know you well enough to allow that. With how many bandits and thugs are there right now, we have to be careful. Don't take it personally. Get to know everyone here and help around town. If you show that you have good intentions, we can talk. I manage a lot of the land and policies under Ragnar. I make sure the guards are paid, the taxes are collected, and that the people are happy. Though recently I have also been helping many people through the hard economic times. If they can't pay taxes or are at risk of going out of business, I work with them. I help keep Svea's shop, Helena's market stall, and even the Reynolders' farm running. Though I haven't heard from the Reynolders in a long time, I hope they are alright. Annika and Lena Reynolder run a farm just northwest of Borvold. They do most of their trade there, but from time to time they stop by to say hello and trade with the townsfolk here in Amber Creek. Many people here are their friends. However, they haven't stopped by in a long time, and I'm starting to wonder if something has happened to them. I wouldn't be surprised with all this bandit activity lately. I don't mean to order you around, but could you please stop by their farm the next time you're in that area? I just want someone to check in on them and make sure they are right. I'd owe you if you did so. Safe travels.
Do you need something? Wolves and necromancers? How odd. We try and try, but this land, it only ever seems to get worse. At least you put an end to it. You even stopped the wolves on your first try, saving my valuable chickens. I thank you for that. Here's your reward, with something extra for your timely work. In addition, I'd like to offer you the convenience of trading with me whenever you'd like, night or day. I'm more than happy to barter with you. Hopefully that will help even things out for how much you've helped me with this.
Was that what was making the place feel so terrible? So we can go there again? Wonderful. It's been a while since I've gone. I'll have to grab Nyola and Varina sometime. Thank you for doing this. I can't give you much coin, so to make up for it, I'll talk to Nyola about giving you a discount for staying at the inn.
Caverns they then took refuge, their hopes as dark as mud.
Greetings.
Yes? Of course. Let's see if I have any that's ready. All right, I suppose. I've had some problems recently with my cattle running off. The latest bit has gotten rather serious. I'd pay you to handle it for me. Wonderful. You look able-bodied, so this shouldn't be too hard for you. Lately, my cows have made a nasty habit of disappearing randomly. It took forever the first time, but I eventually found them in a cave far to the north. They went missing again, and I found them in the same cave. The strange thing is, the cave had some kind of, crystal set up. I always just got my cattle and left quickly. However, this time it's more serious. When one of my cows went missing, I headed off to the cave, but I got there only to discover that the cave is now crawling with necromancers. They must have something to do with the crystal, and my cow. I need you to go to Worm's Edge Caverns, far to the north, past the Horgana's cabin. Send my cow home, and put a stop to this once and for all. Just prod him, and he should start heading back. Don't worry about escorting him. He knows to stay on the roads. I'll be in your debt if you do this for me. I could even give you some of the fine meat I make from my finely raised cattle. Safe travels.
If you're looking to trade with me, you'll have to wait until I open my stall in town. I need someone to find a trade caravan that never got here. You see, Oddman tends to the farm and I mostly make clothing. I then sell it in Amber Creek. Normally I get shipments of cloth and other fabrics of high quality, imported all the way from Cyrodiil. Without them, I can't make anything but the most basic garb. I sent a courier to Borfall to inquire about the caravan containing my goods. He returned later that day with news that it had arrived there on schedule and later departed for Amber Creek. But it never arrived, which means something happened to it. Search the road between Amber Creek and Borfall, would you? Certainly the caravan is somewhere along the way. If you can find it and find my materials for me, I can start working again. Please, let me know if you get my materials back from whoever took them.